I am Aligir Lingappa, Assistant Professor in Physics, Government Postgrad College, Siriguppa. Today, I have discussed about nuclear composition, mass, charge, and size. So, the chapter Nuclear Physics. Nuclear physics means it is a branch of physics which deals with the study of structure of the nucleus, constituents of the nucleus, interactions of the constituents of the nucleus, and nuclear phenomena and nuclear reactions. So, it includes the study of the general properties of nucleus, the properties contained in the that means the particles contained in the nucleus, the interaction between these particles, radioactivity, and nuclear reactions, say nuclear fusion and nuclear fission, and practical applications of nuclear phenomena. So note these points. For the study of nuclear structure or reactions, you must need certain basic things. Which are the basic things we need for the study of nuclear physics, so-called the structure of nucleus? So first, what we know that the universe which contains matter, the matter which can exist in different states. We have solid state of matter, liquid state of matter, and gaseous state of matter. All the states of matter, they contains atom, where atoms are the constituents of matter. Many models like a Bohr's atomic model, Rutherford's model, a vector atom model, they gave the lot of information about the structure of an atom. So atom is a spherical in shape, positively charged one. Then what about the structure of atom? The atom, which consists of central massive, a positively charged nucleus, around which the negatively charged electrons are revolving in different orbits. Further, the nucleus, the central part of the atom, which consists of positively charged protons and chargeless, that means neutral neutrons. So, electrons, protons and neutrons, they are the constituents of the atom. Then what are the constituents of the nucleus? Protons and neutrons, they are the constituents of the nucleus. So the nucleus which consists of positively charged protons and chargeless neutrons. Where protons and neutrons together called as nucleons. So atomic number, usually the atomic number which can be represented by the letter Z. It is the total number of protons in the nucleus, total number of electrons in the atom. So with the atomic number which gives the total number of protons which are present in the nucleus, or the total number of electrons in the atom. So the mass number which can be represented by the letter A, it is the total number of nucleons in the nucleus, the total number of protons and neutrons in the nucleus. Then the neutron number, so usually the neutron number which indicates the number of neutrons which are present in the nucleus, which can be represented by the letter capital N. So where A minus Z, so that gives the neutron number. So now we have discussed about nuclear mass. So Mn. So what is nuclear mass? What is the expression of our nuclear mass? Then how the nuclear mass which can be determined? It is the sum of masses of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus. It is the sum of masses of protons and neutrons which are present in the nucleus. That gives nuclear mass. So the expression for nuclear mass is Mn is equal to Zmp plus Mn is Z into Mn, where Z that gives atomic number, Mp mass of proton, Mn is Z that indicates the number of neutrons which are present in the nucleus, Mn that gives the mass of neutron. Z atomic number, A mass number, Mn is Z that gives the neutrons number, the number of neutrons which are present in the nucleus. Mp mass of proton, say 1.673 into 10 4 minus 27 kg. Mn mass of neutron which is equal to 1.675 into 10 4 minus 27 kg. So mass of proton and mass of neutron. So how the mass, nuclear mass which can be determined? Say, you can take one example, say carbon 612. Mn is equal to Zmp plus Mn is Zmn. So this is the formula we have used to calculate or determine the mass of the carbon nucleus. Say 6 into 1.673 into 10 4 minus 27 plus 6 into 1.67 into 10 4 minus 7. Substituting the mass of proton, mass of neutron, where Z is equal to 6, A minus Z is equal to 6. That means the carbon nucleus which consists of 6 numbers of proton and 6 number of neutrons. Then after simplification we will get 20.088 into 10 4 minus 27 kg, so called mass of the carbon nucleus. So similarly we can able to calculate the mass of different nuclei which are present in the periodic table by using this expression. So but experimentally measured masses of nucleus are found to be less than that of assumed mass. That is, real nuclear mass is less than Zmp plus Mn Zmn. The mass difference is called mass defect, so called usually mass defect, which can be represented by the letter delta M. So mass defect means it is the difference between a real mass of the nucleus and the sum of the masses of all the nucleons which are present in the nucleus. This disappeared mass is converted into energy, so called binding energy, based on Einstein's mass energy relation, E is equal to mc square. So mass can be converted into energy, energy can be converted into mass. So mass and energy, they are interconvertible physical quantities. Nuclear charge. From the Rutherford's alpha ray scattering experiment, it is the sum of charges of all the protons which are present in the nucleus. The sum of charges of all the protons which are present in the nucleus, that gives the nuclear charge. So the nuclear charge which consists which depends only on the positively charged protons, but which does not depend on the chargeless particle, so-called neutrons. Nuclear charge is given by Q1 is equal to Z into Qp, where Z atomic number, Qp charge of the proton, say 1.66 into 10 4 minus 19 coulomb. Let lithium 36, Q1 is equal to Zmp, which is equal to 3 into 1.66 into 10 4 minus 19, say 4.8 into 10 4 minus 19 coulomb. So the charge of the lithium nucleus. This is the method we have used to calculate the charge of the nucleus. The same way we can able to calculate the charge of the different nucleus of the different elements in the periodic tables. So nuclear size. So another property of the nucleus. Rutherford alpha ray scattering experiment showed that the mean radius of an atomic nucleus is of the order of 10 power of minus 14 meter. That means 10 power of minus 15 meter, or say roughly, which is in the order of 1 Fermi. The size of the atom is in the order of angstroms, 10 power of minus 10 meter. So Rutherford alpha ray scattering, which gave an idea about the size of the nucleus, which is in the order of 1 Fermi, which is in the order of 10 power of minus 15 meter. As majority of the atomic nuclei have spherical in shape, no doubt, so volume of the nucleus is directly proportional to the mass number. So Rutherford, it was stated the volume of the nucleus is directly proportional to the mass number. Then volume of the nucleus is directly proportional to A. A is proportional to volume of the nucleus. A is proportional to 4 by 3 pi r cube, where r is the radius of the nucleus, where 4 by 3 pi r cube, that indicates what about the nucleus which is spherical in shape. The volume of the sphere is given to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Then r is proportional to 3 by 4 pi a 1 to the power of 1 by 3. Then r is equal to 3 by pi 1 to the power of 1 by 3 into a into 1 to the power of 1 by 3. Then r is equal to r naught a to the power of 1 by 3, where r naught is equal to 1.3 into 10 power of minus 15 meter, which is equal to 1.3 Fermi. So this is the formula we have used to determine the radius or size of the nucleus. Thank you.